The Battle of Leyte Gulf stands among the greatest and largest naval battles in history. The battle was a last-ditch effort by the Imperial Japanese Navy to maintain critical supply routes established in Southeastern Asia. Today, the Battle of Leyte Gulf continues to inspire generation after generation of naval leaders. My name is Nathaniel R. Schick. I'm the 75th Commanding Officer of USS Constitution. And today, Old Ironsides proudly shares its berth here at Charleston Navy Yard with the Fletcher-class destroyer USS Cassin Young to commemorate the battle and to honor the sacrifices of so many. My sailors and the National Parks of Boston staff will recall the Battle of Leyte Gulf's most gripping moments.
The precursor to the Battle of Leyte Gulf was the Battle of the Philippine Sea, fought on the 19th and 20th of June 1944. Known as the Great Marianas Turkey Shoot, the battle proved a decisive victory for the United States. In the greatest carrier battle of the war, the Allies eliminated Japan's naval air power and destroyed much of its carrier force. The stage was set for a final decisive battle, one in which the Allies hoped would establish complete control of the sea and destroy what was left of Japan's naval strength.
On October 15th, the Imperial Japanese Navy launched Operation Show, which pulled together the rest of their navy to stop the impending U.S. invasion of the Philippines.
The stage is set for Leyte Gulf. At the helm for the Allies was Admiral William Halsey of the U.S. Third Fleet and Admiral William C. Kincaid, who commanded the 7th Fleet, made up of American and Royal Australian Navy forces. Admiral Takeo Kurita commanded the Japanese naval forces during the battle.
To set off the battle on October 23rd, two United States submarines, USS Darter and USS Dace, spotted Admiral Kurita's central force along the Palomar Passage. One of the submarines was spotted, however the force did not act. Darter and Dace both successfully moved ahead of the strike force and attacked, knocking down two heavy cruisers, including a flagship, scoring an early victory for the Allies.
October 24th, Admiral Halsey's 3rd Fleet was attacked in the Sibuyan Sea by the Japanese Navy, supported by land-based aircraft. Most of the Japanese aircraft were destroyed by fighters from the USS Essex and the USS Langley. However, a Japanese torpedo bomber struck the USS Princeton, a light carrier. The ship was abandoned by the end of the day. USS Cassin Young, our Charleston Navy Yard partner, participated in the battle and saved over 120 men while the Princeton sank.
After the initial Japanese attack, the American forces counterattacked and scored major hits against the Japanese fleet, which caused them to retreat. But despite the heavy losses, the Japanese advanced again, this time under the cover of darkness. Halsey's fleet, believing the main Japanese force to be gone, moved north to intercept another assault. Now this allowed the Japanese fleet to successfully slip through the San Bernardino Strait, and they were now able to directly threaten the Allied landing forces.
On the morning of October the 25th, support elements of the Allied 7th Fleet met the Japanese forces off the Sariago Strait. The American fleet was able to set a trap and outmaneuver the enemy. The Japanese were decimated. During the battle, the USS Mississippi would fire the last rounds that a battleship would fire on another battleship. Additionally, during the battle, this was the first time that kamikazes were used, as the Japanese sent 5 planes to attack the American escort carriers.
Later on the 25th, Japanese Central Forces were engaged with a support element of the 7th Fleet, also known as Taffy 3, off Samar. Not knowing that Halsey's 3rd Fleet had gone north to intercept another attack, the Japanese remained cautious. They amassed their ships together to better prepare for what they thought was an oncoming air attack. Seizing the initiative, Commander Ernest E. Evans of the USS Johnston sailed into the amassed Japanese ships to confuse them. He succeeded, and after a decisive battle, the Japanese ordered to retreat. The Battle off Samar, also known as the Sacrifice of Taffy 3, would finally put a stop to the Japanese efforts to prevent invasion of the Philippines.
By October 26, Operation Show had been successfully repelled. After the Battle of Leyte Gulf, the strategic threat posed by the Japanese Navy had been eliminated. The Japanese suffered approximately 12,500 killed and wounded. The Allied forces suffered approximately 3,000 killed and wounded. This battle was the largest naval battle in world history, and its lasting testament to the importance of initiative and decisive action in battle continues to this day. For his initiative and leadership, Commander Ernest E. Evans was posthumously awarded the Medal of Honor. Here at USS Constitution, we proudly promote our Navy's rich history as we continue to draw inspiration and lessons from our past.